Are we ever going to get Kingdom Hearts 4? That is a question that all of us Kingdom Hearts fans have been asking ourselves for the longest. Hey everybody, this is Gokai Spartan. If you don't know what I do and you're new to the channel, I make multiverse fanfiction content. I have a multiverse series called Power Rangers X Kingdom Hearts Altered Universe. Basically, it encompasses damn near everything. Power Rangers, Kingdom Hearts, Game of Thrones, Naruto, Yu-Gi-Oh, just to name a few. But I'm here to discuss Kingdom Hearts 4. It's been about 6 years since we got Kingdom Hearts 3. And that game got mixed receptions. Me personally, I enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3 because the only thing I really wanted specifically for me is I wanted to have really challenging boss fights, and the DLC gave that to me. It took me 7 days to beat Sayax, the Lunar Diviner. That blue-haired bastard beat my ass for 7 days straight. I gave the controller to my friend. He beat his ass. No matter who had that controller in the house, Sayax beat me. But the point is, it's been a while since we got Kingdom Hearts 3. And we are starving. Like, we are starving. There's other franchises that are starving too. Like Game of Thrones, Power Rangers, both of them right now, starving. Power Rangers got some controversy in Japan with Super Sentai with the actress. We went a little bit off topic. But the point is, both those franchises have come to an end, and most of the people want to see a continuation of both. And the same could be said for Kingdom Hearts. Same could be said for Kingdom Hearts. The last solid game that we got, that we played, well, some of us played, most of us didn't. Most of us, let's be honest, we probably watched most of it on YouTube, was Melody of Memories. Melody of Memories, that was supposed to be Kyrie's story, and they made it a rhythm game, which I dig it, because I feel like Kingdom Hearts is trying to hit all cylinders. They were trying to hit all markets. The one thing we haven't had is a fighting game, man. I should probably get on that. Closest thing to like Dissidia. Now, I have a video that I made a long time ago where I modded Dissidia, where I had, modded Dissidia back in the day. I had nothing but, it was basically a Kingdom Hearts fighting game. I had Kingdom Hearts characters, trust me. If I had it now, I'd find a way to put Rogexiel and Dexter and Beatrice in there. But the point is, we still starving for Kingdom Hearts content, guys. It's been a while since Sora faded away, and we don't know what happened to our boy. We don't know what happened to our boy Sora. The power of waking, him having to sacrifice himself to save everybody after dying and going back in time and doing it all over again. What's going on with our mans? I believe they say he's in Quadratum right now. Basically, he's in Japan. What I think was going on with Sora is he's in the real world now. Basically, like, his style is more condensed to how a real person would look and dress. I've actually seen people that look just like Kingdom Hearts 4 Sora, and he's in a metropolis essentially with Strelexia, and he has to fight this big Heartless, and we seen shots of it, we seen scenes of it. It was beautiful, and we was hyped. But then a month passed by, then a couple of months passed by, then a year passed by, and then a couple of years passed by, and here we are, starving for content. Now, we were supposed to be satiated a little bit, because I feel like Kingdom Hearts 4 is a huge title. Because in order to get to Kingdom Hearts 3, we had to get like 5 games just to get the plot right for Kingdom Hearts 3. We had to go all the way back in time, 10 years ago, and Birth by Sleep, and go through the journeys with Terra, Ven, and Aqua, and see what happened to them, that unfortunate fate of all 3 of them. We had to go to 358.5 days and see the personal life of Roxas and Organization 13, and how these shit, and they basically used and abused Roxas to the point where Roxas just said, I'm crashing out with every single one of them, and then Rika was like, oh nah, I need my friend back. We had Dream Drop Distance, which threw a monkey wrench in a lot of the storylines, whereas the lore for Nobodies was altered, whereas they were known as beings without hearts. Now they are more or less known to be able to regrow the heart after a time. Basically, they're no different than just metahumans or superpowered. They're mutants. They're basically just mutants at this point. But basically, yeah, they can grow their hearts back after a amount of time. And Xehanort wanted to separate his heart amongst 13 vessels to create the ultimate Keyblade War, to forge the Keyblade, so he could create balance between light and darkness in the universe, because he felt like the universe was too much light and not enough darkness. Ooh, he should probably look over here and Gokai Spartan's channel and see the amount of darkness we got over here. He blush. But the point is, Master Xehanort, he basically created a Keyblade War. He wanted to create a new Keyblade War, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. Kingdom Hearts 3 was good, but I feel like it could have been better. I loved Kingdom Hearts 3. I loved it. Like, every now and then I'll boot it up. I remember I was watching the Lion King movie, the new one with Mufasa and Scar and the past and stuff. I got so bored that I found myself fighting Vanitas in Kingdom Hearts 3. I just booted up the Kingdom Hearts 3, and I wasn't watching the movie no more. Now I was trying to fight this evil Power Ranger looking with a Keyblade. And I had way more fun doing that. I don't even know what happened in the movie. I don't even know what happened towards the end of the movie. All I know was lion stuff was happening, and I got bored because it just didn't grab me, and the animation just, it didn't do it for me. It didn't do it for me. Like, you know, the point is, now We're starting for Kingdom. We finished Kingdom Hearts 3. We just finished Kingdom Hearts 3. And now we're waiting for the next installment of Kingdom Hearts. Not necessarily a Kingdom Hearts 4, but a Kingdom Hearts game that'll give us that good fix, that good oomph that we're looking for. That's what we essentially was looking for. And because, like I said, we had Dream Drop, we had Days, we had 2.8 with Aqua in it, where you had to go through the storyline where they don't let the door shut in her face and all that, and she was just stuck in the realm of darkness, and Mickey done lost his shirt. But yeah, aside from all that, like, we had so many games to build up for Kingdom Hearts 3, where I guess you could say we kind of have enough games to build up for 4. If you count the 3 Union Cross games that came out, basically, there's 3 of them. There's one with Foretellers, one with Marluxia in them, and one with Xehanort, Dark Road, that one. And we were supposed to get a 4th installment. We were supposed to make Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. This game has some George Washington looking nigga. Yeah, but yeah, I was a playable character. I guess you could play as, you could put whatever outfit you want, but they just had the character look like George Washington for whatever reason. And I honestly thought that was Luxord. I thought that was Luxord somebody at first. That's what I thought. I thought that was Luxord when he was a child. But it ended up just being a playable character. It should have just been Luxord when it was a child. But we need to know what's going on with Luxord and Demyx. What's going on with Luxord and Demyx? We already know what's going on with all other Organization 13 members. Xemnas, he's sad because he used people and now he's dead. He possibly won't come back in Kingdom Hearts 3, or maybe he will because he can't come back all the time. Sigmar, he's Luxu. He was lying the whole time. And he's going to get interested with that character. I'm going to cover him after I jot down these Organization members. Zaldin, he was a bodyguard. Lexius, bodyguard. Vexen, Zexion, researchers. Syax, he was mad that Shorty disappeared. He wanted to find her. Axel, he was basically just chilling with his man Syax until he met better friends. But by that time, he was already a part of a cult. Marluxia and Larxene, they were both Keybladers in the Union Cross. They went to the machine that got teleported them back into the future, and that's where Lauriam Elrena's story left off. We don't know what happened to them after that. There was a whole bunch of other characters that existed around that time too. We had Ephemer, we had Scold, we had Brain, and I think Scold is Xehanort's mommy. Because I seen a shorty with black hair pull up with a black baby with brown skin. So yeah, that's Xehanort mommy. Because at the end of Union Cross, basically, I gotta rewatch it because it's been a while. But long story short, the Keyblade War ended where the player character had to fight. He had to fight Ephemer or Scold. And basically, people had like 2 choices. Like, they could either have their hearts go to sleep or become Dream Eaters. Like I said, I really gotta, like I said, I'm probably gonna do another Kingdom Hearts video after, because it's been so long since I watched the Union Cross stuff. But the one thing I remember was them Dream Eaters were the souls of all of the dead kids in the Keyblade War. They were all the dead kids in the Keyblade War. And it was sad. It was sad what happened in that Keyblade War, man. They had to go to the future. Bro, that's what they need to do. To be honest, I don't even want Kingdom Hearts 4 to come out. I want to play with the Foretellers. I want to play with Lauriam and Scold and Brain and Ephemer. I want to play with Xehanort and all of his people with Bragi in them. Because y'all created 3 games but gave us no real palatable way to play. You can't even download the game anymore from what I hear. I'm not even trying to look to see if you can download it. But the point is, you can't even download these games anymore. And that's the problem with the way games are made now. They're made with profit in mind. There's always DLC. Now, I feel like with Kingdom Hearts 3, if it was created 5 years earlier, we would have probably had a better product. Because there would have been less DLC. Everything would have been in the base game. But now, with you being able to up, because before, back in my days, you buy a disc, and that was the game. That's it. There was no further updates, this, that, and the third. Maybe there'll be DLC. Maybe you can go in the line with it. But that'll be it. That's basically the end of the game. You unlock what you unlocked, and that was it. Now they have DLC, they have patches, characters get nerfed and all that, and things that, all those things. And there's all a big price tag to it and stuff like that. So more or less, that's why I feel like those games weren't playable. Because I tried to play Union Cross. I got a character in there. I got a character in there. Made a male character. I should have made Rogaxio, but I wasn't on my Flawless Military. I was on my Flawless Military wave, but I wasn't editing the story as much. I think I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh around that time, heavy. But the point is, man, this game could have been amazing, bro. This game could have been amazing. But I feel like we didn't really get a chance to fully absorb the story that y'all trying to tell us. Y'all trying to tell us about an ancient Keyblade War, stories with the Foretellers, Luxu, the Master of Masters, Ephemer, Scold, Brain, and all those characters. And to be honest, we still stuck at Roxas and Ventus and Sora. Most of us ain't even divulge. There's people that don't even know who Strelexia is. There's people that literally saw the new Kingdom Hearts trailer and thought that was Kairi, and she just got a new hairstyle or something like that. But no, that's Strelexia. That's Marluxia's sister. Marluxia's name is Lauriam, guys. But yeah, and we ain't really get we need to be able to play those games, those before we could even get Kingdom Hearts 4. Because how are we going to get Kingdom Hearts 4 and we didn't even fully embrace the storylines that we already have? And think about this, when Chain of Memories and Birth by Sleep and all those games came out, they all came out again, remastered, with more stuff in it. So I honestly feel like it's about time that y'all remaster those mobile games. That's what I really want to see. Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to live to see Kingdom Hearts 4. Because if y'all got to make the mobile games first, and then because this world, crazy place, and all that. But the point I'm trying to make is, I feel like we need to build up the Kingdom Hearts 4 properly. Maybe we don't need to make too many games before Kingdom Hearts 4. Maybe it can just be 1 or 2. But we definitely need at least 2 games to explain all of this stuff. Because y'all keep on creating new characters. This is kind of where I get the inspiration from my channel. With Kingdom Hearts. Because Kingdom Hearts is let me tell y'all a story about my first experience playing Kingdom Hearts. I went to school, and there was people talking about Kingdom Hearts, and I didn't know anything about it. And I just saw Down and Goofy. I was like, yeah, it's whatever. But my man taught me about the game, and he went into details about it. He was telling me how you can edit your characters and this, that, and the third. Like, he explained it in a way where I decided to give it an old college try. But I do things in reverse, people. I don't start from the beginning. No. I kind of start from the middle. I started with Kingdom Hearts 2. If you watch my videos, you would notice that, because the first episode, the stuff that happened with Rogex Brings Back the People in Westeros happens before the first episode of Flawless Military. But I'm just saying that to say I started on Kingdom Hearts 2. And Kingdom Hearts 2 was an amazing game. It was immaculate. It was a chef's kiss. I'm going to try to briefly go over this. This video might be a long one, guys, because when I do these videos where I'm just talking, I usually just keep on talking until I ain't got nothing else to talk about. But I played this game. I'm introduced to this quaint little town. It looks homey. It feels familiar. Maybe it's me thinking back on it. Maybe it's the music. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is about Twilight Town, but I feel like I lived there myself. And they give you a task where you have to find a cat. There's some bullies. You're into this game called Struggling, where y'all basically play fighting with sticks. And it's a simple quaint life that any kid could relate to. Because we've all had little tasks. We've all had to do little things for people in the town or whatnot, people in our neighborhoods. We all had our school bullies and things like that. We all had those things. But something was weird. There was a word that they were not allowed to say. The word photo. It lingered in their mouth like a curse whenever they said it. For when they said this word, no noise came out. It was like a glitch in the system. What was this? And they even noticed that they couldn't even say the word. Little did we know, Roxas had to deal with these white entities filled with zippers that had this crescent that looked very reminiscent to a warped version of the cross. And they say, "We come for you, my liege." That would indicate that these creatures work for him. But these creatures are hostile, and they start fighting him. Roxas tries to attack these creatures with his stick, but they're wiggly. They wiggle it out the way. He don't know what to do. He was just wiggling around him. And then all of a sudden, he gets a Keyblade. This weird weapon with a little mouse emblem towards the end of it. He doesn't know where this weapon comes from. He attacks these monsters. And then he ends up going back home, going to sleep. Every night, Roxas goes to sleep. He dreams about one man. One man only. One young kid, just like him. Someone that's has an eerie similar life, but more island aesthetic. He has friends too. They go on journeys, but this kid's life is crazy. He's over here seeing all types of things. He's over here seeing Donald and Goofy and Aladdin and Jafar and all these things that he doesn't notice. And he also has brief memories of people in black coats. These people in black coats, eventually, one of them show up. Roxas was at the struggle tournament. He had to go through a gauntlet of opponents. One of them tried to cheat his way into it, saying, "Hey, yo, I'll give you a little bit of bread if you let me get that win." Roxas beat the crap out of that flamboyant Final Fantasy character. And then he fought his man's Hayner in the finals. He won against Hayner. And what ends up happening is time itself ends up stopping. Everything is frozen. Except for a man in a black coat just clapping in the audience. This man comes up and he says, "Yo, Roxas, alright, fight. You really don't remember me. Come on, Roxas, it's me, Axel." Talk about blank with a capital B. Man, oh man, not even the dust can crack on this one. This town is his creation. We don't have time for a Q&A. You're coming with me, conscious or not. Then you'll hear the story. I photographically remember the lines from Kingdom Hearts. All of it. I can jot down most lines from the story. That's how in tune I am in it. That's why when you see my Power Rangers content, it's Kingdom Hearts inspired, because that's where my heart is. It's in Kingdom Hearts and Power Rangers and Game of Thrones. My heart is split like Voldemort in 7 different areas. I can quote Kingdom Hearts till I'm blue in the face. Pitiful heartless, mindlessly collecting hearts. The rage of the Keyblade releases those hearts. They gather in darkness, masterless and free, until they weave together to form Kingdom Hearts. And when our time comes, we can truly, finally exist. These nobodies, these mysterious men in black coats that Roxas had to deal with. He had no idea who these men were. One of them. But this man seemed familiar, but he didn't trust him. There was an air of susness behind it. And not only that, what made matters worse is another man ended up showing. This man was insulted. He dismissed him, his very existence, calling him a nobody, saying someone like him doesn't supposed to exist. And him and the man in the black coat get into an argument to the point where Roxas calls the only names that he knows, the only names that give him comfort, the only thing that he can remember that gives him any solace in life. Hater! Pitts! Olex! He calls his friends. And everything goes back to normal. Now the next day, before he goes back to sleep, and he's sleeping. He's still dreaming about Sora, still dreaming about men in black coats. And the next day, they want to go to the beach. Now we got to make money to go to the beach. Now, when I first played this game, I had no idea that we could just like do one mission and then go talk to Hater and then proceed with the game. I spent 3 hours making that money, guys. I actually made the amount of money we were supposed to make to go to the beach. And do you know how upset I was? And do you know how upset I would be if I was one of Roxas's friends? They walk into the train station. And what ends up happening is, they see. So Roxas's friends, they all walk in together. And then Roxas digs in his pocket, and the money is gone. The money is gone. The wallet that Olette made, that she knitted herself with her hands, is gone. If I was Roxas's friends and I had no preconceived notion of what just happened, I would have crashed out on him. Because I didn't just DoorDash for 3 hours so we could go to the beach just so you could pocket the money. I would have thought he pocketed the money. I would have thought Roxas had nefarious intentions. But this game, it's not like that. They forgave him. They figured things happen. But Roxas was robbed by Riku. Because Riku, oh my god, I miss Riku in early Kingdom Hearts, man. Oh my god. I miss Riku before 3. Because in 3, he didn't do much. They needed, please do more with Riku. I need more Riku, guys. But my guy Riku was, oh my goodness. First of all, how he just was gaslighting Sora when it came to Kairi in Kingdom Hearts 1. And in Kingdom Hearts 2, he didn't want to be found because he didn't look like himself anymore. And he was just doing underhanded stuff just to get Sora back. Like beating up Roxas and taking his money. Like, nah, Riku. Oh man, I miss old Riku. I miss long hair Riku, man. But the point is, Riku robbed him. He robbed that nigga. And Roxas, he was just so sad that he got robbed. And especially when they all had their little jewels that they won from the tournament, from the crystal. They tried to shine it to the sky. Boy, my boy Roxas didn't have his crystal. He fell off that clock tower. He had a telepathic conversation with Kairi. Talking, and then Sora woke up. And now Ansem the Wise. And Riku was like, we've finally made some progress. Now we are into the next phase. They do the whole thing with the 7 wonders, where the 7 wonders and things are weird. But now everything stops. And the only place for Roxas to go is Dimension. Mind you, this whole time he's had a companion named Naminé, this weird girl who likes to draw, who draws these pictures. He just wants to, he doesn't know what's going on. He just knows he's looking at these pictures. He's squinting, trying to make out what these pictures are. But these are all pictures and things that they all went through. And Naminé tells him the heart-wrenching truth. Roxas, you're not supposed to exist. She told him he wasn't supposed to exist. And now Roxas just, at that point, Roxas crashed out. Because now he was mad. He was in the basement. He was breaking computers and stuff because, yo, you just told me I'm not supposed to exist. I'm not supposed to be real. Me? What did I do? What did I do to make them, like, niggas is just like, yeah, in the organization, they're like, why do people with black coats keep chasing me? What did I do to make these so mad? And then Axel shows up. Simply amazing, Roxas. You really do remember me this time. Axel, I'm so flattered. But you're too late. Roxas, he's had enough. Some girls just told him he's not supposed to exist. Some dude just kidnapped that one girl who seemed to be his only friend in this fabricated universe. They keep on going on and on about this Sora guy. And who's these guys in black coats? Who's Axel? Who's Xemnas? Who is these people? Roxas is tight. He's angry, and rightfully so. He wants answers, and he wants answers so badly that his Keyblade becomes two. Little did he know that there's a forgotten bond. That was his friend, his homie Xion, helping him out at that moment in time. But at that moment, he had no recollection. Neither did Axel. Neither did the rest of the organization. The only person that knew was Ansem, was Xehanort, Xemnas, and the computer. The computer was the only thing that had any recollection of Xion. She was wiped from everybody's memory. Played 358 and a half days. And when she died, Roxas was like, yo, what will I have ice cream with? And then he spent the block on Organization 13. That's how he got into this mess he is in now, because Riku stopped him. Riku stopped him, and he fought him as Ansem. And Roxas got tired of people telling him who he is, who Sora is. He done lost his girlfriend, his best friend is Shady. A nigga with blue hair kept on talking shit to him every fucking day. He's tired. He's had enough. But it wasn't enough. Riku was just stronger. He had to be a cat. He had to use Ansem's power. Roxas would have smoked him. But the point is, Roxas has had enough. And he goes and he sees beloved Disney characters, Donald and Goofy, in these pods. Donald, Goofy. He walks and he sees the main antagonist for his arc. Because as far as I'm concerned, for that little stretch of arc, that little beginning of the game, Diz was the main antagonist for Roxas. A disrespectful man that disrespected your existence at every turn. We don't know his background story. We didn't know that he got snaked by Xehanort and Xigbar and the rest of them, and that's why he's like that. All we know is that he don't like Roxas. Diz is Frollo, and Roxas is Quasimodo. And Roxas has had enough, because they created a digital bell tower for him. A place where he could not escape. A place where he was imprisoned. To believe that he was going on summer vacation with his friends. Friends that he only met once. When he was on a mission with Axel, looking for Xion. He met them. He interacted with these guys. But he ain't really jacked them like that. He ain't know them. Oh yes, he knows them now in Kingdom Hearts 3. Now that everything is all said and done, things are good. But they literally picked 3 random guys from his block and said, yep, that's gonna be his friends in the computer world. You know how messed up that is, man? And on top of that, they had pictures of all of them together hanging out. And the friends, they see these pictures and they're like, hey, yo, whose man is this? I don't remember this guy. Yo, he looks cool. Wow, it looked like we all really got along in this picture. Yo, I kind of want to find this dude. Now, Hater and them, now you got friends for life because of something some scientists wanted to make because of beef he had with other scientists. But Roxas has had enough. Roxas summons his Keyblades and he attacks Diz. But it's all for naught. This is only a data-based projection.
Over here.
I hate you so much! You should share some of that hatred with Sora. He is far too kind for his own good. Ah! Roxas was tight, bro. It just disappeared. And then the pod showed up and we seen Sora. And Roxas looked. And he looked up and he just said, Sora, you're lucky. Looks like my summer vacations are over. And then after that, I played the most amazing game of all time. I'm going to make another video talking about my entire experience with the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Where I was mentally, where I was in Flawless Military, how it created Flawless Military. I keep calling it Flawless Military because that's what it was called before I changed it to Power Rangers Ultimate Universe. I should just call it Ultimate Universe because there's too much shit going on. But yeah, before I created Ultimate Universe and Flawless Military, I was playing Kingdom Hearts and, you know, I was watching Naruto, and that gave me the basis for what I have now. You know, I've been a Power Ranger fan since I was like 3 years old. That's how much I like Power Rangers, bro. When I was younger. I love Power Rangers, man. Tommy, Jason, David, Frank. I'm getting off topic. This is a Kingdom Hearts video. Alright, but now we are at the end of the video. That was my experience. That was my first experience with Kingdom Hearts. Now I'm gonna finish going over it in another video. But I want this last video to talk about my Power Rangers Ultimate Universe, Kingdom Hearts Ultimate Universe storylines that I'm going through. Well, because what I do on my channel is I create my own canon, my own fan fiction, my own stories. That's what I do. That's what I do here, and I've been doing this for quite some time. I just haven't posted it. In Power Rangers Ultimate Universe, heavily inspired by Kingdom Hearts. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan and you've gotten this far in the video, please check out my channel and all of my other content, because all of my content is Kingdom Hearts inspired. Power Rangers, the main focus is Power Rangers for the most part, but the Kingdom Hearts characters is there. Organization 13 has a new leader named Rogexio. She is a goddess who took Xemnas' place, and like Master Xehanort is not happy about that. he is aligned with other villains from the Power Rangers and other universes. And they basically want to conquer and destroy everything. Xandar wants to crash out because you literally took Organization 13 from me. Sora is in the episode as well. Sora has a plotline where him and Tommy landed on his island, and Sora and Tommy were getting to know each other. And he basically, just watch the videos, guys. I've been doing this since January, and I'm going to more than likely continue this canon. Basically my own canon that I'm creating for all of the stories, for Kingdom Hearts, for Game of Thrones, for Power Rangers, for Yu-Gi-Oh! 4 franchises that all ended. But for more than that too, because I have Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, all that. I have all types of stuff in there. One Piece. I just made a Gear 5 Rogexio. Alright, people that's probably confused about the Rogexio character. Alright, I'm going to explain her the most simplest way I can. You know how Ben 10 has the Omnitrix and he can just turn into any aliens? Yeah, she could do that with the entire universe. She could go into a franchise, any franchise, and basically take whatever powers that franchise has. It's in her. Because she has something called the First Light. The First Light, the light that brought everything into existence. That basically will give her access to all of the power. And this light is not just specific to Rogexio. It actually has different bearers and different wielders throughout different time periods. So yeah, I have a long story. So if you enjoyed everything that I've said thus far, and you enjoy Kingdom Hearts, and you need something to get you over, feel free to check out Power Rangers Altered Universe. Now, I'm going to end this video here. Everybody, may the power protect you, and may your heart be your guiding key. And stay out of trouble.